How's it going, everyone? Welcome to my review of the Lars family Homestead kitchen. If you enjoyed today's video, remember to hit that like and subscribe button. It is a great way to help out the channel. So this was a gift with purchase in 2022. To get this, you had to spend $160 on Star Wars from the promotion period of May the 1st to May the 8th of 2022. If you want to get this set new, sealed in box, you're looking at paying an average price of $29.80 according to Bricklink sales over the past 6 months. It is given set number 40531, is rated for ages 18 plus, and has 195 pieces. Now there's a couple of different ways to look at price per piece. If we look at this set as being worth $25, which is what LEGO valued it at when it was released, it is 13 cents per piece. If we look at it at current market value of $29.80, that is 15 cents per piece. Or if we take the $160 purchase requirement to get this set, that is 82 cents per piece. Taking a look at the back of the box, we get to see a few different things. Firstly, you have the dimensions of the set, as well as some still shot images from the films. Opening up your box is quite an easy experience. Simply cut the 2 pieces of tape holding it closed and pull to reveal the contents of your box. Inside of your box, you'll find a total of 4 unnumbered bags. And lastly, you will find your instruction manual. And here is your first look at the final product. I like this thing. It's a nice small little build, but there isn't too much to cover. The best place to start this review off is going to be with that exclusive Aunt Beru Whitesun Lars. Now this is a pretty good minifigure. I think she's got some great torso printing. She's got a nice dual-sided face print, but I do wish her skirt piece had a little bit of printing detail on there. I think that would have really elevated the figure a little bit. Now surprisingly, the torso is the only exclusive part to this figure, while the other parts have appeared in numerous other sets, mainly the headpiece appearing in a bunch of Harry Potter sets. Now that we've covered the exclusive minifigure, we can actually talk about the build itself. Now the very front of the set has this nice little white border, which almost makes it feel like a diorama, which I do enjoy. Now the primary piece of intrigue on this set is this nice little counter space here. One of the main focus points is this nice little blue milk canister here. Now unfortunately this is not the printed version, but I still think it gets the job done. They also add a nice little white tea kettle here on the counter. I think it's nice and cute and adds a little splash. Also on top of that countertop is a nice little silver cast iron skillet. Tucked away in the corner is an empty glass bottle, so it looks like someone's been doing some drinking. Now also on top of the countertop are these little glass containers here, and this contains what I like to call a little vegetable. And at first I couldn't figure out what this is, but it definitely looks like the bottom side of a mop. Like this is definitely a mop piece. On the right hand side you also have another glass canister, and this one is empty. You could put stuff in there, but as it sits, it is empty. And lastly, tucked away in the corner there is a miniature version of the land speeder, which is very fitting because this GWP was released alongside of the UCS Luke Skywalker's land speeder. Also hidden in the corner of the kitchen is some nice printed pieces for some control panels. Now on the back wall, you have a bunch of different storage containers for a bunch of different cookbooks and some kitchen utensils. Now there are a bunch of different color combinations for these cookbooks. I'm not even going to try and name them because I am colorblind and I'm just going to butcher it. But this one is my personal favorite with that nice little gold brick on the bottom. At first I thought these were food, but then I thought it made more sense for them to be cookbooks. But since this is a kitchen, it does make sense for them to have some kitchen utensils like this whisk here, and then they also give you this tiny little spoon. And as a last detail, they put a nice little plant piece on a clear bottle. Not sure what this is supposed to be other than a plant, but I think it adds some nice detail to the kitchen. And there is a little bit of space underneath of the counter, so if you wanted to put some stuff under there, you definitely could. And giving you a nice 360 spin of this model, it is pretty bland on the outside, but I wouldn't expect anything more. Like this is clearly a display model where you're supposed to be looking at the interior of the kitchen and nothing else. Putting this side by side with a bunch of the more recent GWPs that we have received from LEGO Star Wars for May the 4th, this one stacks up pretty good. Now, I clearly have favorites when it comes to GWPs, but at least it doesn't feel like there is an obvious winner when it comes to terms of value. A good prime example of this is the fact that they come with exclusive minifigures. Now, you could argue that only parts of these minifigures are exclusive to this set, and you would be right. The only thing unique about all of these figures here is the torso. When it comes to naming my favorite GWP in the past few years, it has to go to this droid carrier here. I think this one is just absolutely S tier and you can't beat it. But this GWP from 2022 is still really good and does come with that exclusive minifigure, and I think it looks great on display. All in all, what are my thoughts on this set, and is it worth picking up on the aftermarket? First and foremost, yes, I do think it is worth picking up because it's still under $30 to get this GWP, which is the cheapest of the most recent ones. I think this is an incredibly fun little GWP that looks great on display, has a fun exclusive minifigure that we wouldn't have gotten pretty much otherwise. And as you can see, the build is fine. It's nothing amazing or mind-blowing, but it's fine. A lot of people have said this is when GWP started to get good again, and I'm gonna have to agree with them. This is a nice return to the form of getting something exclusive for spending so much money. I give this set a 9 out of 10. The only thing they could have improved was giving Aunt Beru some printing on her skirt piece. But that is all I have to say on this set. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you found this video helpful for your purchasing decisions. If you did enjoy this video or found it helpful, please let me know by leaving a like. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community Discord. The link is in the description. Until next time, stay bricked up and enjoy what you love.